All right, I cannot believe the amount of crappy ICOs or just ICOs in general shilling their ICOs by just posting links in groups with hardly any, like, look at all these comments, 26 comments, they're just links to people's ICOs. And then you go to a post like this, what are the problems you see in cryptocurrency? 260 comments. People just shouting about their businesses at the moment. What do you think about it, Chris?
I think people love to shout, don't they? It's just sell, sell, sell constantly on the internet without actually providing any sort of value or anything for their customers. It's just about me, me, me. And you know, the first rule about the internet is no one gives a shit about you. And the sooner you can realize that, the sooner you can twist the way that you communicate online and make it about the other person.
Yeah, man, 100%. So for everybody watching this right now on the Crypto Wizards YouTube channel, Chris has been working with me, teaching me marketing. In fact, I was a client of his. We started working together on other business projects because, as you know, I run other businesses outside of Crypto Wizards. And Chris has been working with me on those, and he's now working in Crypto Wizards as well. And one of the things that we really both feel is that so many people, I mean, look at this on Facebook. So many people have no idea how to market on the internet. So I've asked Chris if he wouldn't mind jumping on this video to talk a little bit about what should your attitude be? If you're an ICO or an exchange or whatever you are, what should your approach be to doing marketing on the internet today? Chris, can you take it away from here?
Cool, yeah, sure. So normally the first thing I would ask them is who is your target customer? What do they care about? Where do they hang out online? Where do they hang out offline? What's really important to them? You know, what really scares them? When you've kind of got this customer in mind, I would think about whereabouts are they going to be online, and then go out of your way to provide as much value and help and support as possible. Because as I said before, no one gives a shit about you on the internet. That's just the golden rule. So as long as you make it about the other person as quickly as possible, the better position you're going to be in. So I would just drive as much content that you could give to them, or as much help or support, you know, ask them a question like, what can I help you with today? You'd be surprised how much the world and the internet changes when you just put someone else first and just offer to help them all the time.
Which is funny because most people are going to hate that, what you just said. And I know they're going to hate it because they're going to be like, why that, how does that work? How does that make sense? This is like, what's the growth hack there? You know, how do I just pay someone in Japan $500 to write a blog and now I've got 1 million subscribers? This is, you know, people looking for the shortcuts in their crypto marketing. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, actually, Chris? Sorry, I'm not being fair here. Your background, how you even got into marketing, you know, why you've got an amp in the background over there, all of that stuff.
Yeah, with all the nerdy memorabilia.
And what mug are you drinking from? That as well.
Oh, yeah. So I'm an avid mug collector. I drink a lot of coffee, so there's always going to be some weird thing in my hand drinking coffee, I guess. I learned internet marketing before social media was called even social media. I was back in that MySpace music band generation of about 04, 05. And I was like a lot of people just trying to grow a band or brand or business with zero budget and just thinking of lots of creative ways to engage with the community and effectively create content and ask them what they cared about and then created it and then gave it back to them. But it wasn't even called content then. It was just, you know, music videos on YouTube. And I think MySpace was just not social media. It was just called a website the kids used. So I kind of developed the skills there. And I'm actually a full-time published songwriter working in Asia. So I write a lot of pop for Korea and Japan. And my entire music career, I've always had social media and marketing run alongside it parallel because I've always had to utilize it to get into a better, you know, grow a community and get into a better position online. And that's how it just the natural crossover between being in a band and into business was just seamless. A few tweaks, but yeah.
You really learned it because you had to.
Of course, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really, really interesting to me because you know, it's funny because I used a lot of internet marketers for other businesses, obviously before I met you, and we met at that entrepreneurial event. And when I was listening to you speak, and I think you were drunk at the time.
I was hammered. Yeah, I was
hammered. So this guy's like, he's like drinking beers and everything, just giving marketing advice out to people. And like this crowd just started building around him because when he talks about marketing and he actually goes into the detail, I realized, wow, this guy really knows his stuff. And so he started helping me. But Chris, what is the advice? Because they're going to be crypto startups, there's going to be crypto businesses, and actually, frankly, doesn't matter what business you are, the same stuff applies as we've spoken about.
Yeah.
But these guys who are shouting, who think that they're just going to post something on Facebook, pay for ads, or pay for Reddit posts, or whatever they're doing, pay for YouTube videos, and all of a sudden they're going to hit the moon. What would you say to those people that are in that train of thought?
Stop and think a bit. I would probably think about, does your customer really want that? Like, does your customer really care enough about that? I also wouldn't suggest us spending money. I would actually have a blend of paid traffic with organic traffic. There's a lot there that I'd probably run them through. But it's all down to like what their customer wants at the end of the day, and make it about them. Yeah.
And what is the best format to do that in? Because I mean, let's get a bit more specific. So like macro level, make it about the customer. You and I know are big on videos. So like, for example, for when we were doing the Cobra lead generation, for doing social media for people working together, we were sending videos out on LinkedIn to people that we wanted to help. Can you talk a little bit about the approach that you felt was best, and it did actually work? How were we going about that?
It was really simple, actually. All we did was found out who the target customer was, found out where they hung out online. And then instead of like private messaging people, which some people do, we actually use a technique which you would call, I guess, as inbound marketing, where you would post in the group a question that was really relevant and valuable to those people, valuable. So for example, in a music group, when I did it before, I just simply asked, there was about 18,000 people in the group, and all I did is I asked, hey guys, what can I do to help your music career today? Is there anything I can do to support you? And the comments that I got was absolutely insane. And I spent, it's hours worth of work, but you spend that time going through each individual connection and comment and building rapport with each of those people by helping them, giving them value, not expecting anything in return. And what it does is it starts opening more opportunities, because people will start direct messaging you, asking for help. And, you can just really move on from there. You get friend requests, you get all this sort of stuff. And that was just from one post, like one post in the right place, helping people. That's all I did. But it's so powerful, and it's often overlooked because everyone's just trying to sell all the time. And that's the problem.
Yeah, man, that makes a lot of sense. So instead of saying, hey, look at me, like, hey, look at my ICO, look what I'm doing here in crypto land, rather say, how can I help you in the community, and to actually work with the people that are going to be valuable to your community. So your end consumer, basically. How many cryptocurrencies, be honest here, let's be honest. How many cryptocurrencies have you seen doing a good job of their marketing?
In the nicest way possible? Not many, none, almost none.
And yet, the funny thing is, I mean, you know what, I know I keep getting trigger happy with my screen, but I think this is going to be interesting to people. You can see my son, he's got Call of Duty up here.
Have you started drawing yet?
I haven't started drawing yet. I got to share my screen now again. I keep getting trigger happy doing that. But, when I look at it, let's put in, for example, cryptocurrency marketing agency. So when I look at that, there's 170 per month paying. So basically 170 searches per month. Now to bid on that, look how many ads come up. All 4 ads come up at the top, and at the bottom ads come up as well. So a lot of people are competing for keywords to do with crypto marketing or ICO marketing agency, etc. And the reality is, you've just said it, and I saw it as well. When you actually go into these groups and you see the marketing, it's all shit. And it's like, well, people are paying these agencies a lot of money, and they must be, because look, ICO marketing agency gets 1,000 searches per month.
That's not a cheap click. That is not a cheap click.
Not a cheap click. Well, every click is $20. I feel like just clicking on one of these, I won't do it. But you see what I mean? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's funny, actually, Chris, because in one of the Facebook groups, in fact, the one we were just in, I did a video. I don't know if you remember, because I think I sent you the comment. I posted a video talking about how to structure your message so that people understand what your cryptocurrency does in one sentence. And the administrator loved that message so much. He said, I've pre-approved. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
He was like, I pre-approved all your messages, all your videos. And it was really funny because what I was telling people is I was like, hey, stop just posting links to your ICO. No one gives a shit about you. And just tell me, because all I did was ask the question, tell me about your cryptocurrency. What problem does it solve? And people just spammed with links.
It was like 5 minutes, something insane. Like 30 comments, 60 comments, I can't remember. It was a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's absolutely crazy. So yeah, no, you know what? Like we didn't plan this video. There was no plan for the discussion here. So what we should probably do is just kind of leave it here, I think. But what I would say to any wizards or anyone on Crypto Wizards watching this, if you find marketing and business interesting, if you want Chris to do more videos like this with me on Crypto Wizards, and you would actually find something valuable, post in the comments, just write something like, yes, mate. I don't know, right?
Whatever. So English, I get it. All right.
Something English. Yes, mate. Or Crypto Chris. Put Crypto Chris in the comments and we'll do more stuff. But also, if you can be specific about what marketing questions you have, Chris is a very open guy. I mean, he'll probably put that into some video content with us. Chris, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm interested to see what you guys put. That's going to be, it's going to be interesting to read.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to know what marketing questions people have in marketing, either their exchange or their cryptocurrency. And by the way, I mean, one of the ways we do our marketing as well for the agency, do you remember we went to Guildford, we went to a networking event and, you know,
that was like before Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And we got a client. So you guys will notice that I'm posting videos about exchanges now. And the reason for that is because we actually got a client who is a real exchange, like a proper real deal, very transparent business that are looking to launch this exchange, which is going to do a lot of cool stuff, but it's very good on the security side as well. And they've asked Chris and I for their help. So they're actually a client of ours and we're going to be posting videos on the channel as well. So you're going to get to see them behind the scenes and actually also at the same time see how we conduct ourselves.
How we get on with each other, how we communicate, all that sort of good stuff. So yeah,
I'm amazed you haven't punched me in the face yet.
Yeah.
What is it like working with me, Chris? Just be honest.
You know what? Like it's literally a kid in a sweet shop who's just knocked back 5 cups of espresso, and then keeping him focused on the one thing as opposed to 100 different things. I should show that thumbnail I made yesterday for one of the YouTube videos.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Are you going to use that? Actually, you should use that thumbnail for this video. So I'll do
that. Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, just put yes, mate in the comments and let Chris know whatever it is you want us to cover on the marketing side, because I'd love to have him more on the channel. He's a lot of fun and he's a very knowledgeable guy. Chris, thanks so much, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man. Look forward to it.
Adios, amigo.
Guys. See you later.